Welcome in, folks. This is Rogue Dubs. We are starting a new game here. It is going to be Monster Train. I have decided that it'll be useful for both myself and for you all to kind of get a refresh on this game before Monster Train 2 comes out next month. I think it'll be fun for both me to, get refamiliarized with the game, and also for anyone that doesn't know this game to learn more about it before the sequel comes out. So, first thing we have to do, though, is something very scary, but I am willing to do it. We are erasing all save data, and they really want you to think about it. They give you a little thing here. I have 120 hours in this game, but I'm thinking about it. I'm going to play Monster Train 2 as soon as it comes out. I won't come back to this game, most likely. This is the first time I've played it, probably in a few years. So I'm going to erase the save. They still are asking me, am I sure I want to erase it? It cannot be undone. We're erasing the save. Great. Okay. So let's start here. And my assumption is that we're going to have the tutorial first. Welcome to Hell. Your train is carrying precious cargo, the last remaining shard of the pyre, needed to relight the fires in the depth of hell. Invaders from heaven, the winged will do anything to prevent you from completing your journey. You must make wise decisions and build up your band of monsters to have any hope of success. Good luck, Hellborn. Alright. So, in the tutorial here, usually there's stuff here you can pick, but this is obviously the map. So you move through the different areas, you make decisions on which path you're going to go on. And anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's let the tutorial kind of guide us. All right, so this is the screen that you see before you start a fight. It'll give you the boss and then the other enemies that appear in the fight. That's the pyre on the top level. Take so much damage, the run is over. So they start at floor 1. Move up 1 level every turn. If they reach the top, they'll attack your pyre. So we're trying to stop them by reducing their health to 0, obviously. Okay. So we use defend the train. You can play each unit card once per battle. So if the unit dies, it's dead forever. This is the capacity, the pips up here. That's what they're telling us. So the combat previews are now enabled. Preview number shows the amount of damage each unit will take during the next combat phase. Red X means the unit will be defeated. Simple enough. So Hellbreaker Prince, you see, has those 2 pips next to him. So he takes up 2 spots. Train Stewards, every run starts with these. They take up 2 as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to actually front load our train here. We're going to put the train steward here to take this 2 damage. He's not as important. We have 2 Ember remaining, so that's how much energy you have, basically. It's a card game, obviously. I mean, you're playing cards to play the game, I guess. Alright, so that person moved up. So there's game speed here. I'm gonna put it on fast, and we'll probably move it up while everyone's getting used to it. So we can put this train steward here, and then hit this for 1 torch. They always attack first, so we still take the 2 damage unless you have quick, but we'll get to that. Quick is an ability that certain units have. You can give it to your units too. So this disciple will die. Let's get rid of the healer again. The train steward is going to take more damage at the bottom. That's fine. Okay. So the brief respite happens before the... so there's waves remaining. You see up here, once the last wave is about to come out, they give you a break for a second. Let's go ahead and heal both of our units here that have damage. Alright, so the boss has Relentless. They're telling us that. So he continues the combat until he either defeats everyone on the floor or he is defeated. And he's gonna lose. So We did well. We're only going to lose one Train Steward. Their health obviously resets after each battle. Great. So we get 50 gold. We get a clan pack of each of the... So you have a allied clan pack. An allied clan as well. We're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, but it's okay. It'll all make sense. These are some good options here. I'm going to take the Piercing. Deal 5 damage twice. Piercing meaning that it will ignore armor. You can also skip for 10 gold. We won't do that yet. Sting is quite good. Can be quite good. I think it's a good enough skill for us here. Let's grab it. All right, so now you get a choice between either Magic Merchant that will allow you to upgrade your spells, or a minion Merchant of Steel upgrades your units. So I'm going to go to the unit side. So this is the Awokens. There's different clans. So there's the Hellhorned is our primary. Meaning the primary is the hero that the clan that your champion is. So that guy, the Hellhorn Prince, is their main thing. The allied clan is the supporting clan where you'll see other cards that are for that clan. The Awakened Hollow, the hollows are very interesting. So when they summon, they gain more health. When they are healed, they get certain abilities. So Cultivate, increase the attack and health of with the lowest health by the Cultivate value. So that will probably be buffing Hellhorn Prince for the most part. I'm going to take the Awakened Hollow. This is the little merchant guy. He's very he's kind of cute. Nah, he's cute. Let's just keep it. Keep it and say he's cute. So there's always two basic ones. So give him plus 10 health and spikes 3, rage 7. We're gonna take the large, and we're gonna put it on Awakened Hollow, and we're gonna try to have him hold down a floor by himself, at least for right now. All right, so now we are ready for the next battle. Okay, so once again, this is the boss. And then these are the enemies that we'll see in this fight. So this has an enchantment. He gives this enemy spikes. So getting rid of this guy before we have to fight would be ideal. Let's put the Awakened Hollow on the bottom floor. And we can kill both of these. So let's just do that. Take no damage. And I'm going to put Hornbreaker Prince in the middle here. Cool. So let's get rid of the spikes. And then this guy does big damage, but he's in the back. Take him out. And then once he heals, again, he's going to get more attack because of that Cultivate ability that he has. Should have put him in the front, but it's okay. It doesn't matter at this point. We're still kind of picking it up as we go here. Speed it up a little bit. Yep. Thank you. I just did that. Great. So, see here we get more score if we beat the boss in a certain number of turns. Having an imp would be nice. Because he would fit next to... I think we actually don't do that. Because I don't really care about... Let's do Ascend. Ascend is so strong with what we have going right now. We're going to take Glimmer because it's another healing option for our Awakened Hollow. Okay. This game is so fun. I'm remembering how fun this is. I went on this side because we don't have a lot of gold to buff our minion here. We can take the artifact first. So artifacts are like relics in Slay the Spire, so they go across the top here and they apply to everything. Whenever you play a spell that would ascend or descend enemy unit, also apply daze too. I'm going to take the Lightstone Casing. getting an extra upgrade slot for our defense. We don't need the health, we'll take it. This is like events, you can see. Historian makes his way to the train. Hellborn, how fortunate am I that our travels have finally crossed paths. I am recording the events of Armageddon for posterity. Possibly futile, I know, but I shall make a fortune if you do somehow succeed. Would you characterize yourself as honest, aggressive, or stealthy? So we get different options here. Stealthy is really good. We're going to take stealthy. If we deal 2 damage. If we kill the enemy, we get the slay effect, which in this case gives us 50 gold, which is super nice. Sneaky but smart, I see. Well, I shall have to change the narrative to support the truth, but nothing a few hours of editing can accomplish. That's what every YouTuber says. Here's something for your assistance. Best of luck to you in the battles ahead. Great. So this is our first like mini boss. Yeah, Daedalus. So he has like a he makes constructeds that will okay, they enter with damage shield, which nullifies their source of damage. We do have that piercing skill though, which is really nice. Daedalus is the strongest boss you faced yet. He moves between floors freely, but can be attacked if you clear out other enemies on that floor. Watch out for triggers. This bomb has a triggered ability and will explode on its turn, dealing damage. Check the tooltips of units for the purple trigger icons and details of their abilities. So he has a purple, which means at the end of his ability is he despawns and deals 10 damage to the front unit. So that's pretty strong. We did not get our piercing or our ascending ability, which is pretty rough. But we can... Okay. We're going to do it like this. We're going to put the Awakened Hollow right here. And we're going to put our Hornbreaker Prince here. And we're going to take out the mine and do a little bit of damage to Daedalus. Great. So this thing just dies. We don't have to deal with it. We don't have to deal with it at all. So I'm going to get the Slay trigger. Get 50 gold off that. Put our Train Steward in front to take more damage. And we could let our Train Steward pass away. I don't really feel like doing that. I'm just going to take out that guy. I forgot that he has an incant that gives him +1 attack when we cast a spell on his floor. So could have looked at that, but it'll be fine. Alright, so we did get what I wanted, which was the ability to ascend the Hellhorn behind our tank, which is exactly what we wanted. We're going to Glimmer here, and we're going to heal as well. And that gives him more attack, which is really nice because he has multi-strike. So having him be cultivated is great. And then all we have to do really is keep the Awakened Hollow alive. Our Train Steward here is going to die. That's fine. We're not really concerned about that. What we're going to do is... Just thinking for a second. I'm going to heal the Awakened Hollow again. It doesn't matter that he's incanting because he will still heal and he's got tons of health left. So let's do a piercing on this guy. And then let's do 10 damage to him. Train Steward is like, Master. It's okay. They're kind of fodder. We can actually remove them eventually, and we'll try to do that. And we can actually ascend him if we wanted to. I'm not going to. It's going to be... It's better to get as much cultivate triggers where we heal. We're buffing our Hornbreaker Prince every time we do that. So we now have so much regen that we are healing more than they're doing damage to us. So Daedalus is now active. We can't really do anything about that. It's fine. You know, we're missing out on a little bit of score by not defeating him on a lower level, but it'll be worth it. We will do this and that, and then this. Perfect. So he's just, closing out the floors, obviously. Just healing up here. And I believe we're going to be able to, we can easily just defeat him without losing any of our units. So, very good. Cool. So we're going to get a rare pack, we're going to get a unit draft, and we're going to get our first look at the major enhancements. 75 gold. So this is a rare card, denoted by that purple thing in the middle there. Okay. Channel Song is very interesting. Unleash the Wildwood is also quite interesting. I'm gonna take Channel Song. It'll be good later. All right, so we have some really good choices here. I'm gonna take the Horned Warrior and try to build a mega floor with Ascend. And I'm going to take draw +1. So you get a choice between more energy, more draw, or more capacity. Draw is very good. Most people agree draw is probably the best thing you can get. Especially when we have Ascend in our kit here. This would allow us to remove 2 cards, duplicate a card. This is a spell upgrade, more gold. I'm going to take this side because we did get that treasure that gives us +1 spots on our magic cards. I'm going to make Ascend free. And I'm going to give Consume. So Consume means that when you play the card, it's gone from your deck. We're going to give Consume to one of these torches because we don't really want to draw the torches. We can also purge a card. I'm going to purge one of the Train Stewards. And then I'm going to reroll 1 time. Okay, double stack. All right. Let's get the +10 magic power on our piercing. And then make something else free. I'm going to do Channel Song being free. So we are more likely to play it. I like that. Alright, so we get a champion upgrade. We usually get one in the beginning too. We didn't this time because it's the tutorial. So we have the option either Brawler 2. So he starts as a Brawler. So he already has multi-strike. He would get an additional multi-strike. This one, Wrathful, when he slays, he gets 2 armor. When he takes damage, he gains 2 rage. We're not doing that. He's not our frontliner. He's behind. So we're going to take that. Okay. Undergo trials for greater risk and reward. Activating the trial will make this battle more difficult, but you'll earn an extra reward if you win. So enemy units enter with 15 armor. We get 150 gold. I'm going to take that. This guy's pretty tough, though, as I recall, the Porcupine. And then these things add Scourge cards to our deck if we don't kill them. I'm thinking about this. I think we don't take this yet. I think it's... I think we just don't have enough spell power. This is a tough decision right here. Because I don't have enough damage to finish these guys off. He's going to give us a Scourge is the issue. I think we're going to put both of them right here so we can ascend them later. And just do as much damage as we can. So this thing, the Collector, as long as you defeat it, you get 75 gold. But you have to beat them on the turn that it spawns. So we're putting our Woken Hollow in, of course. We'll be able to defeat it by putting that there, so that's good. You see this Purge, if we don't take it out, if we don't use it, we don't spend 1 Ember to get rid of it, we'll take 3 damage to our Pyre. It does have Purge, though, so once we use it, it's gone forever. So let's do that. And then let's go ahead and get rid of this guy so that he doesn't put another one of those in our deck. And we'll be okay. As long as we draw our Ascend, I'll feel a lot better. Okay, we did not draw our Ascend. Our Channel Song will draw a Train Steward, which is really our only option of what we draw. Let's take a little less damage here, and let's start cultivating there. I'm gonna go ahead and draw this Train Steward. So they're telling us about consume. So it's gone now, but it'll be back. It'll be back after the battle. That Train Steward probably won't last, but that's fine. Okay, we found our Ascend. We're gonna ascend this guy first because he has lower health. We're going to use our Consumed spell so that we get rid of it on that guy. And then we're going to do Sting, which also makes us draw +1. So we're going to draw 7 cards next time. Get rid of that. And let's take out this guy just so our Train Steward takes less damage at the bottom. Putting Holdover on Ascend probably would have been a smarter idea. Holdover is an effect where every time you play this spell, it's available again the next time. Let's start rejuvenating, buffing the Horned Warrior behind the Hollow. Very good. Okay, so we can take out one of these. I'm gonna do that. I'd rather not have both of the Scourges in my hand. We did get our Ascend, which is awesome. We're going to do that. And we're going to do this. And then we're going to spend the last on our heal. Shouldn't be any issue beating this guy either. No, yeah. We're not going to lose a single person. This is good. Vent is okay. Once you get some power on it, it's actually pretty good. I'm gonna take the other. I'm gonna take another Ascend just so we can draw it more often, because we really need that. And then I think we might skip here. Yeah. Wildwood Sap. I'll take it. I mean, it's a good thing to set up for regen on our Hollow. We haven't taken any damage at all. This is the trinkets is artifacts. Let's go over here. We're actually going to grab the gold, and we're going to go to the Concealed Cavern first for the event, because sometimes these events give you more gold, so it'll give us more options. Arcane Machine peeks through the snow. Mechanical arms controls the various systems of disrepair. The large harness in the center looks to have held something vaguely familiar, but you can't quite place what. Near the opening of the train, a metal control board stands relatively untouched, clean, even strange. When you move towards it, the board whirs to life, and a single button with a diamond icon flashes at you. Do you press the button? We're going to press the button. We press the button around here. It moans in response, additional prompts appearing. A row of levers rises from the metal board, each one adorned with symbols you can only assume refer to various elemental effects. What do you press? I would like to have a regen effect. We press the life icon. Health-related effects. Creating a heal effect. Life and smooth waves. And we're going to take a... If I did this, if I did leave it be, would that just not do that? I'm gonna do leave it be, because I don't want to descend, push, or pull our We're building this for our hollow, obviously. I'm going to leave it be. All right, apply 4 regen, restore 20 health. That's really good for our hollow guy. All right, let's take a look and see what trinkets we have on offer. It's Jack Strips. Jack Strips is really good early. Deal 2 damage over an enemy unit moves between floors. There's a lot of stuff that has pretty low health, so it's nice to just have that stuff die. Like, there's a lot of backline units with like 1 health and stuff. Okay, non-boss enemy units restore all health when they move up a floor. The question is, can we defeat the overcharged tanks before they get to the top? We get a random artifact. I'm gonna take this. It's a little scary, but I'm gonna take it. So these guys are dead because they're gonna go up a floor and they're gonna die to Jack Strips. So let's start putting our guys here. I'm gonna put the Train Steward here and let him die, just so we don't have to draw him again. Okay, that's our first overcharged tank. Yeah, it'd be nice if this could get a kill, but it just can't. So every time this guy has something die on his floor, he gains 10 armor, which is pretty scary. Let's start building our regeneration here. We get to draw +1 by using our stings, so let's do that. Okay, would have loved to get our ascend there, but we didn't get so lucky. We can draw a Train Steward to buff. Let's go ahead and just do that. Would love to draw him earlier than that, but that's okay. I'm going to put this here. And, yeah. Let's put the Wildwood Sap on the hollow. And then let's just do this, just to kind of give ourselves a first floor. Might matter. Okay, so we're going to do the hidden passage here. We're going to do the old magic. And we're going to eliminate this guy in the front. Oh, he's so close to death. Okay, he needs... So he has 73 health, so we need... Okay, we're just going to do that to finish him off. That's fine. We didn't get a ascend with this guy, so he might be in trouble. We got it again. That's excellent. Okay, great. So we're going to do this, obviously, and then get rid of his armor with that sting spell. Cool. So we're going to get 50 gold here. Let's go ahead and see if we can ascend this guy to the top. And then we're going to give him more regeneration. Great. Jack Strips kills him. Okay, great. We can also ascend the Train Steward. We're going to do that. Heal more. And hit you for some damage. He does have a lot of health. Okay. It's not enough. He's dead. Let's see how much we can offset his damage. Only a little bit. That's fine. Ultra. May need to turn Screen Shake off, but for right now I'm going to keep it. Alright, so we got improved Firebox, gains 7 Ember on the first turn of battle. That's nice. It's not really something we super need, but it's it'll do. So Impish Scholar I really like a lot. Returning a consumed spell to your hand. I'm going to take that. And let's look for more consumed stuff. It's not worth it. These are too expensive. I'm gonna take the Preserved Thorns because it's one that I would like to redraw off of the Impish Scholar. So this is unit buffing, card spell buffing. Let's go for spell buffing. I like where we're at with our perfect, our hollow. So we're gonna stick with that. Spell -1, the other hidden passage. Why not? More so plus 20 magic power and consume. Let's give it to a torch, and then we're gonna purge another regular torch. Yeah, because we have some other options for spells. We're gonna save the rest of our gold and fight Fel. So Fel, obviously another, more advanced boss. She has multi-strike. They add Scourge cards to our hand and deck, which is pretty lame. Yeah, she has these like construct things you have to deal with. So same principle. We're gonna put the first people here to ascend them behind the hollow up here. The nice thing about Ascension is it doesn't matter about your pips. You can stack people regardless of what your pip size is. We're gonna purge that. I don't want to take the damage. I think I'm gonna actually spend this on this one, just so we get started on attacking that one, and then do this and this. It doesn't really matter, obviously, but okay. She didn't put a Scourge card in our deck, which is very nice of her. Our consumed one is that torch we were looking at, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to do this. Yeah, and then this, and then healing to buff our hollow. So you see how annoying that is, having multiple of these. Let's go ahead and ascend either one, doesn't really matter. Let's put the him up first, because I want him to be in front of this one, because he has less health based on him having armor. I want to get rid of this guy, and I'm going to burn the bigger one. We're going to keep one, so we're going to take our first damage to our pyre of our whole run, which is cool. Yeah, so got another one of those dang purges. It is what it is. Dang, would love to be able to kill this guy with this, but we just don't have the power. Let's do the sting spells. And let's start on this one, and then we're going to put the Wildwood Sap on our guy here. She did it. She did the thing. Let's ascend him, and we're going to... I really need to get rid of him, but I can't. It's okay. Do a sting. And just burn 2 of these. Yeah, it's fine. I'm saying it's fine. It's really not fine, but we'll be alright. Still have 3 waves remaining. Okay. Might as well send this guy. Doesn't really hurt us to do that. Let's get one of our consume spells back. Perfect. That's the one I wanted. And then we are going to Yeah, I don't really care about this guy being damaged. Great. Getting some, so you see you can attack the boss before their actual wave starts, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and ascend the train steward that actually has damage on him. So that's nice. I just want these out of my deck. I'm going to kill him so I don't get any more of them. Nice. Okay. So we're just going to ignore that that floor, and instead we're going to focus on healing the hollow, of course. We don't need to ascend anymore, obviously. Okay. The question we're asking ourselves right now is, do we have enough regeneration to beat Fell? And we do. So that's great. Playing that so it doesn't do more damage to us. Playing that because it's fun. I'm gonna turn off the screen shake. I think that'll be a little bit better for you guys. Yeah. Helps me too. I think it was kind of hurting my eyes a little bit. So sorry about that if that was annoying. I don't think we're going to take any of these. I think I'm just going to skip it. Doesn't really make sense for what we're doing. I'm going to take the Ember. No, I'm going to take the draw again. I think it's just always... It's almost always correct to take draw, with some exceptions for some of the other clans that we'll unlock later, as I recall. This is what I like, though. I mean, it's such a, you know, like this side is great and this side is also good. You know, it's like there's arguments to go both ways. I'm gonna go this way and get a little more out of being in this direction with the spells. Tell you what, we're gonna do holdover and then plus 10 magic power, so we get 50 damage piercing every single turn. That's great. We're gonna reduce the cost of bullet magic. We're gonna reroll. Permafrost means that it's in our hand until we choose to play it, and we are going to put that on. Hidden Passage, just in case we draw it before we want it. Put some more magic power on Glimmer so we can hit enemies in the back with it, and reduce the cost of Petty Theft. Really good choices there. I like where we're at. Times 5 is for sure what we want. And then ideally having him be the one that gets the buffs from the hollow would be ideal. This is the boss that ends a lot of people's runs. So when he's damaged, he gains 1 attack. So that's pretty hairy. Having enemies restore all health when they move up a floor, I'm gonna take that because we have that piercing ability, and these guys are mostly like armor. I forgot that guy's 130 health. That's also pretty hairy, but that's okay. So we drew our holdover hidden passage. So what we're gonna do is we're going to put this guy here and then ascend him, so that way it's held over and we'll draw it next time. Put him here. We're going to go ahead and do our sting spells so we get extra draw next turn to try to set ourselves up. And I really don't want the self-mutilation card, so I'm going to kill you. And then just use our stuff there. Great, so our setup is more or less complete. Let's do the channel song to cover this guy with the train steward. And then we're going to... Be great if we could get this guy, but we just can't. It's all good. Do a sting. And then we're going to put the regen on the hollow and heal him as well. Okay, we have it on ultra again. I'm gonna turn it back to fast. We have holdover, piercing. Kill that guy. Holdover ascension. We do 12 damage with this one, and we also heal. Let's do it on this row, so we take out that guy. And I think I'm gonna restore health instead. I think we need to kind of make sure we're keeping up with the damage. It's 5 damage to the pyre, but it's okay. We can live with that. Right, so he's gonna get through. So we're gonna see for the first time what happens. So he got all his health back. I forgot that was a thing I did. It's okay. It's all okay. We just need to make sure we get these guys when they get up to the top floor. So it's even more important that we get this guy buffed. Let's go ahead and ascend the train steward behind. Do this. Let's get rid of this one. And then we could... No, that's crazy. I was going to say we could send someone, but I don't think that's really going to help us. So, yeah. Two waves left. Cool. So we're going to get rid of these. I want to make sure I have this piercing holdover because it's so good. And then, yeah, let's get more draw for next time. Cool. So there's no more of the annoying things that put more stuff in our deck, which is great. I'm not going to do this time. Actually, I am. I forget what he spawns with, so I want to make sure we have a piercing ability if we need it. Okay, he doesn't start with it. So we can do damage to him and it will stay. So let's no, but that, see, every time you hit him, he gains 1 attack. So I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to try to buff these people's attack as much as I can by healing them. Consume this. Yeah, making a super floor is pretty good. I would have loved to get something besides that. I'm not gonna let him live because it just would do unnecessary damage to him, or it would buff his health, buff his attack by doing damage to him, and ascending him too. He would just add 1 attack to this guy without doing enough damage to matter. So we're not going to do that. Should be good here. Yeah, we're good. So you don't want to start attacking this guy with like basic spells because you're just buffing his attack, which is worthless and dumb. You want to keep healing this guy so that he buffs your lowest health person. Turn it up here. Yes, the super floor strategy is super good. This is our first, like, really, like, in-turn draw effect. I'm going to take that. If we could permafreeze it, that would be great. Applying Rooted is awesome. I'm going to apply Rooted, which means they can't move up a floor, and you get draw +1, which is awesome. I would love to get spell buffing. We did not get it, so we didn't get what we needed for that permafrost on the imp spell, which is fine. We just want to make sure we use our gold, in my opinion. So we're removing 2 cards from the deck. We're going to remove 1 Train Steward and 1 Basic Torch. And then in the we have a lot of gold here. Quick is going to go on Horned Warrior. Plus 25 health is going on the Hollow. Rage 7. Rage is damage when it takes damage, right? +2 rage per stack. Let's give the rage to Horned Warrior to help us kind of get online. Multi-strike. Let's give this Train Steward multi-strike. And then give him plus attack 2 and try to draw him with Channel Song. Might as well give this one spikes. Let's purge a basic restore. Yeah, there's too many restores in here. Let's burn 1 restore. Cool. Spend all of our gold. Did everything we can. Let's get in there. So this is the last boss. He removes half of any buff and debuff effect stacks. So he'll take away our regen, which is pretty lame. Might be too much for us to overcome, but that's all right. So he's got quick. So putting him here means this guy. So quick means that the enemy doesn't attack first, obviously. So he's going to take him out before he can attack. It would be great if this had holdover, but it doesn't. I'm not going to use this, obviously. He'll die if we put him here. That's fine. No. No. It's not fine. We needed to buff this at some point. We just didn't. It's okay. Alright, so we have 3 available to Channel Song. They're all kind of bad right now. I'm not gonna use this yet. Let's take out. Yeah, let's just do that. And then let's start our restore here. We need to set that up. Kind of hurting of not having a lot of regen effects, but it is what it is. Let's ascend the Crown Prince first. Our consumed spell is that 1 torch. We can actually ascend both of them. Let's do that. And then we're going to apply Rooted to this one, so that way the guy in the back is in front, which is great. I do want to get the +3 draw there. And then also, let's do this. Just get some healing on this guy. We could do this. Let's do that. So we're going to summon this guy here. Okay. Draw a card. So now we have our piercing holdover going. So let's use that here. Maximize the damage you do to Seraph. Great. Those guys die to Jack Strips. That's why Jack Strips is so good. Our Channel Song will hit the multi-strike train steward. We have Ascension. 35 damage times 2. We put him here, and then we ascend him behind as well. Great. So now we have a pretty strong superfloor, I would say. Let's use our piercing holdover on that. Put our spikes guy here. He's going to take him out, and then we're just going to keep healing the hollow. Save some health there. If we had a slay effect here, obviously, champion, we would want to not do what we just did, like take people out for no reason, but we don't have one. Ascend him. So now we have 2 train stewards. We have 5 total units up here. So that's, I mean, the super floors are just, it's a very, very strong strategy. This is now worthless because our imp died. I would like to have... I should have used it on this guy, the piercing. It's okay. I'm going to say I would like to have better idea of if we can take out people like this, which is, I mean, we're about to see, so that's good. Just not being able to take anything out with this is really annoying to me, but it's all good. Okay, the piercing hold over here. How about this? We are going to ascend this guy and ascend him again, and that kills him. Cool. And let's just root this guy so he can't attack our pyre. Okay, piercing on that guy. Heal, heal. Ascend to do damage. Use the consume one. Get more draw with the sting. I believe this this is solved. Piercing holdover. Yeah, we didn't really have that much healing effects on this guy. We could have done even more. Let's just get this guy out of Seraph's like range, so he has no cover by the time he gets to us. I like that. Yeah, those guys are dead. So we had too many cards. He was immune to the rooted effect, obviously. Alright, moment of truth. Did we beat the first run we tried? We did. Great. Can we get it to where we don't lose any... No. We're going to lose the hollow. Yeah, probably pretty close, but we're going to lose the hollow. Every time he heals with the regen, he buffs someone. Yeah. Almost kept the hollow alive, but we will take it. We will take a first-time victory for sure. First-try victory for sure. The very cool ending cutscene. Nice. Great. So we got Covenant unlocked here. This is like Ascension. This is like traversal levels in Warrior's Abyss. Higher challenge level. We get mastery on cards when we win. So that's great. Hell yeah. And we get more cards when we level up, similar to Slay the Spire and artifacts. Impressive. This is a great relic. Conserve Ember between turns, Unbroken Horn. It's awesome. Spreading Spores is broken. Add a copy of this card to your discard pile. So if we had something like we had last time and we got this, like, say we got the Lightstone and we made this a free holdover card, we would have free regen and spikes on that hollow guy, and he would just keep going. It'd be awesome. +1 attack per stack of spikes. Super fun. So we have restarted ourselves here. Very exciting. Got our first victory on our first attempt. So super cool. I am going to call it there for this episode, the first episode of Monster Train. Really excited for this one. Let me know in the comments what you think of this game. If your first time seeing it, would love to hear your thoughts. If you're excited that we're playing this game on the channel in preparation for Monster Train 2, let me know that as well. Made to the end here, you clearly like the video, so give it a like if you would. Press that like button. Also, would love to have your support with a subscription. We're really trying to do some unique, different stuff here. Getting ready for new games by playing the previous one. I think it's a good move. But that'll do it for us here, and we will see you guys tomorrow. See ya.